Hello, everyone. This is my first round match in our 2020 Coronament. We have a very large tournament with 20 people, since everyone's just sitting at home doing nothing. I figured I'd record my thoughts for this game, um, uh, seeing as we have 5 new players in this tournament. So um, I I thought it might be helpful. And we have one of the new players already watching the match, so that's good. Okay, so I saw that he played this in the prep that I did, but he didn't really play like an actual Philidor afterwards. So I think after Knight here, I don't remember what he was playing. Actually, I don't think his opponent as White played Knight there. Um, so, let's just play Knight here. I was toying with the idea of playing Knight to E2 and then Knight here and F3 and Bishop E3 and castling queenside, but we'll stick to what we're good at here. And already I'm regretting it. I probably should have played Knight E2 and castled queenside. Um, yeah, that would have been a really fun game, but now it's just going to be really boring. My position's better. Um, let's see. How can we have fun here? Uh, we could maybe play Bishop C4, and then Bishop G4 is a little bit annoying. Well, Bishop C4, Bishop G4 takes on E5, Knight takes, and then I have to play Bishop E2. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. I don't really want to play that. I think the question is, do I want to capture or do I want to push? Uh, I can take and go straight to an endgame. Let's do that. Let's take and go straight to an endgame. I think I'm fine with this. I'm not sure how they're going to take. I think it's probably best to take with the knight, no? Take with the knight, knight takes. And then that way, at least, you're not losing a pawn. What is that? Is that a mouse slip? I'll give it a second, but that just looks like a mouse. That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you take back with something? Okay. It doesn't appear to be a mouse slip. I'll happily take the whole center. That's very strange to me. That's one of those things I don't really know if I want to type that in chat. Was that a mouse slip? Let's see. Did he message me here? No. Okay, so we're just some rough moves here. So really, he should move his knight, but he checks here, and we can attack the bishop as well, and we're going to be winning a piece no matter what here. Yeah, very strange. When your opponent takes something of yours, you should certainly take it back, usually, unless you have a very good reason not to. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna be set back quite a lot here. Now he's gonna be set back a whole lot more, down 2 pawns and about to go down a piece. Now I get my choice, which is nice. I think I'm gonna pick this one because it's a free piece. If he takes, I have Queen A4 check, and now he chooses the wrong time to take the pawn back, I suppose. I will lose my glorious center, but that is a sacrifice we'll have to make. And he takes back with the pawn. Probably knight is much more standard. A bit more than a bit strange, I would say. Okay, let's go bishop c4. Develop our pieces. Is that what I want to do? Do I want to go bishop g5? Bishop g5 looks like fun. Yeah, let's go bishop g5. I was looking at bishop c4, and after bishop g4, I would want to play knight here to... No. After bishop... I'm stupid. After bishop g4, I can take on f7, and then I can pick up the bishop. So I didn't even need to do that. Okay. Well, so it goes. All right. Let's... keep developing. Yeah, and I can still do that. So yeah, let's bishop c4. We're up 2 pieces. Always have to make sure that these 2 checks aren't fruitful. We do that before every single move, and they aren't fruitful. We have those adequately defended. Everything looks pretty fine. And if you're wondering why I haven't taken and taken here, it's because I'm already up 2 pieces and I don't need that pawn to win the game. What I do need to do is I need a castle. I absolutely need to castle to win the game. Taking here would open his rook unnecessarily, so I think I think we'll just castle. I'm thinking about taking on moving knight b to d2 though. Yeah, let's just castle. I'm up 2 pieces. As soon as I castle, I cannot possibly lose the game. So if I leave my king in the center too long, then I could. I mean, this is feasible. Okay. That's interesting. So now I'm developed. So I think I can go in and win some pawns now. So let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. So we get a couple trades. I win a pawn. We simplify. My queen is safe. Everything's pretty gravy here. Sure. Let's continue developing. We'll bring a rook to d1, continue to trade. We're just up 2 knights. Seems pretty simple. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I have for that. I don't know. Yeah. Not sure I have much else to talk about. Okay, no worries here. We can just do what we said we were going to do. If he pushes, he pushes. I'll just probably move my knight here. Okay. Yep, let's play the knight move. Cool, and I have a nice little square for my queen. It's nice just to have this little nook for me. Very centralized, keeps everything defended. This pawn is just awesome for space. Everything's going really, really well. Let's see. Oops. Okay. This is the right approach. This is the first good thing that he's done in this game. He should try to open the position and complicate things, since he's down material and a lot of it. So I want to put my knight somewhere so that I can trade pieces. Hmm. I'm looking at knight here. It seeks to win material, of course. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward, I think. There's no threats over here. He's got a long ways before he actually genuinely complicates things. So we'll do this. This looks quite all right to me. I think the plan is to take with my queen here. Let's try to get a queen trade, and if we don't get a queen trade, we'll bring the rook here to d7 as well. Everything should be pretty fantastic, I think. I could also... This move is a serious consideration, I think. Yeah, let's play this. Very strong, solid move, I feel. Not because I'm particularly worried about the attack, but after pushing this, he's got some serious weaknesses over here now. I mean, he did before, you know, I had a check, but there wasn't a whole lot to do with that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm liking this move less now. I like f4 a lot. f4 looks really strong. Let's go for this. Yeah, we'll go for this. This should really close off the position. If en passant, I take with the queen, I believe. Yeah, I think I take with the queen. If push, I push. If push, I push. Very simple. Have to be careful not to blunder mate. If I take with the queen, oops. What's he oopsing me about? Okay. I could take with the rook to keep this guarded. If I take with the queen, I'm looking at rook takes, knight takes, queen takes, and then I better have... Oh, well then I'm just checking and I can pick this up. So then if takes with queen, let's go queen takes instead. Queen f7 check, king h8. Maybe rook takes, rook f6. Or actually, queen f6 trades queens. So we'll do that. That looks very strong. Trading queens is nice. He can certainly play the rook here. I'll just move my queen out of the way. The rook there does nothing. I get a nice square for my knight. It's very generous. Let's take advantage of this. It's a very generous offering. Yeah, I figured that was coming at some point. Okay. I don't need to take this pawn. Probably just queen to e4. Centralize the piece, guard this. This looks perfectly fine. I want another knight there, though. That's my only issue. I don't know if I can get another knight there. Yeah, let's go queen here. I don't think I can ever get another knight there, unfortunately. If I ever do this, then queen like if I were to go queen e3, I'm hanging my e-pawn. Because, you know, in a perfect world, I want some kind of knight f6 check and just to have that knight sit there around the king, but that is not happening. So we'll go for this. If he pushes, I push. I don't even know if I need to do that. I can almost ignore it. Yeah, I will do that, though. And then we'll go for some rook f4 stuff afterwards. We'll do this anyway, I think, depending on what he does. But, I mean, rook f4 with this threat, forcing the trade rooks, things like that. If I take, he takes. But his king is awfully open. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to just play rook f4. Rook f4, rook takes, queen takes, rook f8. Takes, queen takes, queen check. And I trade queens. Let's go for that. Uh-oh. All that calculating for nothing. It's a shame. If he takes, I should be mating very soon with a rook lift. If he doesn't take, then I should still be mating very soon with a rook lift. His king can't escape, since my knight is working overtime here. He's working knights, so to speak. Really sorry about that. If rook takes, okay. Well, that doesn't do anything, does it? I could be here and be an asshole. I don't need to take that pawn. Let's just take here. And then we'll slide into the DMs. Whoa! Oh, it's a fighting piece. Okay. This doesn't make a difference. We'll just clear this pawn out first. And then we'll have the... We were going to lift the rook to d4. Rook the lift. But... Yeah, now we'll just do this. And we'll have to lift it to d3, but we clear the pawn out first with check. I don't even think we needed to play the queen to g4 check. Because I think rook g3 was going to be made anyway, but oh well. Okay, and rook h3 mate. All right, good game. Let's take a look here at the analysis board. Okay, so a fine opening. This is perfectly fine to play for black. It goes straight to an endgame where black has extremely decent chances. I think the move here is actually I think it's king e8. I don't actually play this. Okay, king e8 is a move. f6 is another one. Bishop e6. I don't think I would play bishop e6. f6 makes sense though. So yeah, I mean you get a very solid game as black. You play c6, king c7, develop the rest of your pieces, and it's a good opening to get a draw in. So whenever I see it, yeah, I typically play knight e2. I'm actually curious, or sorry, knight f3. I'm curious, is there anything wrong with knight e2? I've never actually looked at this. Knight f6, you can defend either way. Yeah, this looks like it just transposes to something that I really, really, really like. And then, yeah, I might start doing this from now on. Okay. But here on knight f3, you have to take. This is absurd. You have to take, or you have to play the Hannum. And this is actually, it's even the wrong move order for the Hannum. So actually, I think what you're supposed to do is you have to take, or you can play knight f6. And knight f6, knight c3, knight bd7 is acceptable, and it avoids any tactics that the knight d7 variation doesn't. There's some good videos on it, but I'm not going to go and search for them now. But yeah, I don't know. If you go knight to d7, it's a similar thing. I don't know if I remember all these tactics. Bishop c4, and then the problem here is after knight f6. Okay, so if we just go right in for knight g5, push, and black's okay. But we can take first, unfortunately. And now on knight g5, I mean, black is really hurting. Yeah, that's... I didn't think it was that bad, but... Yeah, the engine doesn't lie, so... yeah, and I don't even think... Oh, yeah, you can certainly do this, but there's just a different tactic. With bishop takes on f7, so... so, yeah, this other move order is proper. Knight f6, and I wouldn't give white a 0.6 advantage. I think black does fantastic there. The engine doesn't really do openings well. Knight c6 doesn't make any sense, though. It allows me right in. So absolutely, either knight f6 or capturing here. You know, when your opponent expands in the center of the board with a pawn break, you should get rid of at least one of those pawns. So seeks to do that, and knight f6 also seeks to do that by getting rid of this pawn. So knight c6, that doesn't kill him, but this move is just losing. I mean, what are we doing here? If we wanted to move the pawn to d5 so damn bad, we should have just done that from the start instead of going to d6 first. He did d6 on the first move. So it doesn't make any sense. There should be a capture here. There is no other move. So, and I mean, you can play a gambit, but this, come on. If you're going to play a gambit, there's better ones. E takes d5, and bishop b4 check just shouldn't be played. Players do this a lot, where they don't want to move their piece. They're stubborn, you know, whatever the reason. Move your damn piece. You know, when you cross into your opponent's half of the board, there's always going to be a pawn move to kick you out, typically. Always, typically. And now I'm just winning a piece, and it's just dead over. So let's see what the engine says about all of this. I guess I could have been running it while I was blabbering on, but we'll all survive and get through it. Anything else? I don't think there was... Yeah, no, I was reasonably happy with most of my moves. I'm sure I erred in some parts of the game. I tend to go up material and then trade all the way to an endgame. The engine doesn't really like that. The engine prefers, when you go up material, to stomp your opponent by attacking them, and that's just too complicated and difficult sometimes. So this is nice. Yeah, look at that. That's what happens when you go up material really early. And I mean, this is a big jump when you go up a lot of material really early. So yeah, I wasn't exaggerating when I said that d5 was losing. It's absolutely losing. 2 pawns with no compensation is plenty to just coast all the way to the end game. Okay, so I'm reasonably satisfied with that. I'm sure there's moves where I could have played better, but we're not really going to nitpick. I'm kind of curious. It says that taking here does trade queens, so okay, I can see that. That's actually kind of funny. I don't know. Taking here's better though if you know your opponent's going to take this. So I mean that's my argument. I agree with this though. After queen takes d5, I get to trade queens still though. But yeah, I can see why the computer ever so slightly prefers that. So okay, I've been a little inconsistent uploading these games. You know, I'm not always able to have the house or a room to myself and just blabber on about chess. But I think for this is a 5-round tournament. I mean, with 20 people, we have to play 5 rounds to get a decisive winner. So I think I'm definitely going to record all my matches, my thoughts, and you know, if even one of the new players or anyone can get anything from it, I'll be pretty happy with that. All right, that is all for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.